I saw another day, only to scream into the night. Nothing ever tries to change, even if I want to realize. 'Cause I've been sitting here, same old ways, thinking off about the same mistakes. Darling, when you go away, it won't be as simple for you.
Yo, guys, it's Old Man G here, back again for a match preview. First of all, apologies. I don't know if there's a little bit of a delay, let me know. But if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devils 2 Joe. Follow us on United X and smash the notification button for latest Manchester United news. As you can see, I'm in the background set. I've got my St. George, George Best background set at Old Trafford, and we are going to be previewing the Manchester Derby. Basically, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be producing the Manchester Derby. The starting lineup will be released in the next 20-30 minutes. So I will definitely sort of screenshot that. Shout out to Sebastian in the chat, man. This is definitely going to be a close game. I'm not necessarily sure about that. I am not sure about that, but we will see. We will see. But first one, let everyone know I did test this before going live. If people can let me know if the sound and audio and all that stuff like is good, it should be okay. So yeah, just let me know if things are okay. But yeah, it's good to be back doing a preview. United haven't played like in ages, it seems. So I am glad to actually be doing just watching some United football once again, and I hope you guys are as well. On top of that, man, I'm interested to see what this team news is going to be. I am genuinely interested to see what we will be lucky to draw. Now, Coutinho is a City fan, and Coutinho said quite a few times that City would win. So I don't believe that from Coutinho. It's a nice reverse jinx. Shout out to you, man. It's a nice reverse jinx. Appreciate the reverse jinx. He says, it's gonna be so. Rodri's out, is he? Has that been confirmed? Has Rodri been confirmed to be out? Has that been confirmed? So I'm just noticing that I'm freezing a bit sometimes. So I apologize. If not, I'll just revert back to type. That's interesting. That is interesting. Is Rodri out? Is that a game changer for City? With Rodri being out, is that definitely a game changer for City? I'm not sure. Like I said, we'll see what the starting lineup is. I'm still on Twitter now. I'm trying to see what the league lineup is. I don't believe in jinx apart from HH. Well, HH did say that City would win today, so there is that. Let's have a look. Is the league lineup out? Because from what I hear, Rashford. So I'm seeing on the United stand, they're saying no Rodri, Phillips, or Stones to Man City. Well, I mean, Phillips and Stones would start anyway, but no Rodri is a big miss, I suspect. Shout out to Matthew, man, in chat. Thank you, man. Fellow Manchester United fan, what are your thoughts on the game? Do you think United are going to win, lose, draw? Let me know what your thoughts are. We're going to be streaming up until kickoff, guys. So please let me know your thoughts. Do you think that that's better? That's better lying. That's better too. That much better, I think. There you go. That's better. You can actually see me now. There. Okay, cool. Game over for us then. Really? I don't believe that, bro. I don't believe that. Bro. It can't. Manchester City are one of the greatest football clubs of recent times. It cannot be game over for Manchester City. I don't believe that, irrespective of what people say, man. Um, but yeah, we are just waiting for the lineup right now. But the big news coming out seems to be that Rodri is out for Manchester City today. That Rodri right now is out for Manchester City, and that could be a big loss of City. We'll see. Matthew Stowe says I'll be happy with a draw, and I'd be happy with a draw as well. It still puts us ahead of, like, say, Liverpool, for example, on the same points as Chelsea. You know, a bit off the pace, but you know, you'd only have to catch up to Arsenal, and Spurs obviously lost as well. So I generally think that it's a good if we get a draw, it'll be a good result personally. Let's have a look. Anything to the other thing as well is it sounds like Rashford passed the fitness test this morning, and it looks like he might start ahead of Ronaldo. Apparently, he might start ahead of Ronaldo if that is true. Now, I don't know how I feel about rushing Rashford back from injury. I genuinely don't know how I feel about that. But if that is the case, you know, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to much jungle in the chat, man. 3-1 United. Really, the confidence for Manchester United fans. Really, ooh, sorry guys. The confidence of Manchester United fans that we will win the game. One of my thoughts. I do think if the Rodri news is true, Rodri is a big miss. Rodri is a big miss, and then it's a question of like maybe Manchester United can actually get hold of this midfield, because that was my fear in this game. You know, are we going to set up to counter attack, or are we going to you know, try and at least make the game not competitive, but at least try and go to City's midfield? The fact that Rodri isn't there, they're like holding DM, I think is a big miss. I think we should still counter attack, because I think that they are vulnerable, because Laporta and Diaz together, I think in my opinion are bricks. Sebastian says United always step up for against. Yeah, you know, for me, the whole Rodri thing, and if if the starting lineup is Martial, Anthony, and Rashford, I think we can really do damage to City on the counter attack. The key question for me with the key question really for United is that can United stop Bernardo Silva, KDB, and especially Erling Haaland? You know, that is the key question. Could Manchester United stop those players? I'm not entirely sure. If I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure whether they can do it or not. I'm just not. I don't know. They might be able to, but I'm not entirely sure. Still waiting for the news, the team news. I'm just looking on Twitter. I will share screen and react to the as soon as the leak news comes out. But the early reports are saying that. So look. Well, they're saying so. It's also come out that apparently Jack Grealish is starting for City. Jack Grealish is starting for Manchester City. That could either be good or bad depending on how you interpret that. So Jack Grealish is starting for City. Sebastian also says Casemiro, he has to stop KDB, and he hasn't, and that is true. He has. I'm interested to see what this midfield will be, because I don't think Ten Hag's going to change it. Aside from bringing maybe Martial in, I think the midfield is going to be Bruno, Eriksen, and McTominay. Whereas I think that they should go McTominay, Casemiro, and Eriksen, drop Bruno personally. But I think Bruno will stop. That's what I think. I think he'll have an unchanged starting 11, with the exception of probably putting Martial in, if Martial's fit, as the number 9 and Rashford on the left. I suspect. If Martial isn't fit, then Rashford will be number 9, and then he'll play Sancho off the left and Ansi over the right. That's what I expect. Let's have a look. Anything? Shout out to all those watching as well. Remember to like the vid, and subscribe if you are new. Rodri is fit, confirmed by Tier 1 club source. So this is that's what I was saying. So what is this? What is this? What is this nonsense that where that's what I'm saying. What was this nonsense that Rodri coming out was not going to play as unfit? It makes no sense. Rodri starts for Manchester City. It just I mean, I assume you will. So I don't know who this. Yeah, I assume he will, but we'll see. The starting lineups are coming out soon. In the know clowns on Twitter. Yeah, just that's why. Like, to be fair, the United stand have been fairly good when it comes to their league like lineups. So I kind of trust them at least a bit. They've been quite good, but everyone else, when it comes to league lineups, has been gutter trash, to be honest. So that's my personal opinion. Let's have a look. Oh, the United scam gave news as well. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I literally generally don't know how this game is going to go. I genuinely don't know how this game is going. Really, really don't. Yeah, I don't know how this game is going to go at all. I really don't. But if Rodri's fit, then it's going to be a problem. But if if Rodri's fit, it's going to be a problem. If he's not, then United might have a chance, in my personal opinion. But we'll see about that. We shall see. Again, still waiting on the starting lineup, guys. Obviously, you know we are just over an hour to kick off. This is the pre-match preview for the game, guys. So if you're new to the channel, remember to like and subscribe if you're new. I'll be doing a match reaction after the game as well. Coutinho, I say 50-50. We will get killed on the counter. On the counter will be if the lineups are true, if Rashford is playing and Martial is playing, then yeah, then that for me that's going to be the big issue, I think. Because Rashford just alone is fine, but Martial and Rashford on the counter, that is something. And in fairness, last season, Ten Hag and Ollie didn't have that. I think Ollie played Ronaldo with Rashford, and Ten Hag did as well. I think I don't even know whether Rashford was available. So it's a different kettle of fish when you now have two speedy players potentially going on it. That's a problem. But as Musjongo has said, Haaland is a massive problem. Now Martinez has pocketed Haaland before. Martinez has pocketed Haaland before. He has. Martinez has at Dortmund versus Ajax. He pocketed the man. Okay, he didn't come out. He generally didn't come out. Of that pocket. However, this is a different team. He's playing a better defender in Varane. It'll be interesting to see how Manchester United deal with Erling Haaland. If they can deal with Haaland, in my opinion, Bernardo Silva, we can win the game. But yeah, that's just the way that I see it. Defend deep and counter. That's fine away from home. I've got no problem with United doing that away from home. If we can do that, we can win the game. There's no concerns. Cancelo can't defend to save his life. I don't think he's a bad defender. I mean, if we're talking about Trent definitely can't defend to save his life. Trent can't defend to save his life. Trent 100% can't defend to save his life. But Cancelo, I don't think is bad. I mean, he's definitely good going forward. It'd be an interesting game to see about how the fullbacks are going to be. Because Dalot, we've not. Dalot has improved this season. Obviously, Malacia coming in has been good, but it would generally be interesting to see how the fullbacks play in this game, because they've not come up against Salah was there. I guess you can say that. So, but realistically, they have not come against quality attackers yet. So it'll be interesting to see how Dalot works and Malacia because they are still young, and it's quite possible they could get exposed today. Someone says that Nathan Ake starts for City. That's interesting. Let's have a look. Any more news, man? Aside from Chelsea going to and Kuku going to Chelsea, which I guess fair enough. They got their guy. Let's have a look. Oh, let me know if you guys want any background music as well. By the way, I know it's just me, so but there's, in fact, let me put. Oh, I'll put some more on. I should have put some on the background music on, man. Let's have a look. Yeah, bring it down a little bit. About there. Cool. Let's try that. That's a 2. Anyway, 1 second. We'll go back. Okay. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Anyway, guys, yeah. It's just 10 minutes to go till the official starting lineup is released, guys. Let's have a look. Man, Liverpool fans are shameless. Liverpool fans are actually shameless, man. They are actually shameless supporting Manchester City right now. Absolutely shameless, man. You guys are supposed to. This is supposed to be your best ever period, guys. Liverpool fan, listen to me. This is supposed to be your best ever period, and you're shamelessly supporting Manchester City. It's embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing. It's embarrassing how shameless this club is. Let's have a look. So is Rodri starting or not? I'm not entirely sure. They've generally kept the starting 11. Oh, I will say this before I move on. Condolences to those who lost people in that tragic stampede situation in Indonesia, man. Like, one of the worst football stadium incidents in history. I generally thought we'd been past those types of incidents with the stampede and rushing and police, etc. But it seems not. My thoughts and prayers with everyone involved in that, because 174 killed. That just loss of life fundamentally over just a football game, even though they're rivals, it's just tragic. It's tragic. There's more to life than football. That's why you tell me I'm not. I'm a United fan, but I like entertainment. I like good football. I'm not going to die on a hill over Manchester United, to be honest, man. EFAC, shout out to EFAC, man. Shout out EFAC, bro. Shout out, buddy. He says, I'm confident today. Matthew says, Ilkin will play CDM if no Roger. Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I'm probably worried about Ilkay Gundogan more, because the ilk is a problem. The ilk is a problem. Sebastian says, I'm a Leicester, but I don't care who wins. I just hope for many goals. Yeah, exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. You're a football fan. Like, it's like, like the way I see it is that I'm a football fan first. I am a football fan first. Football fan first. Football comes first. Sad what happened to Indonesia. Yes, absolutely. Nobody should go to the game. Exactly. And Matthew was right to all those. Exactly. Rest in peace to everyone. So it was a tragedy, and I'm glad the government is suspending all games and holding inquiries to what exactly happened. I read somewhere that they sold, I think, a couple of thousand more tickets than people in the stadium and stuff. So, which I always think is never a good idea, when it comes to football stadiums. So, like, it's better for the stadium to be under full than to be completely packed. That's my personal opinion. So, but that's just what I have to say. Right, almost a few minutes to the starting lineup, guys. We're there. We're almost there. I apologize if things are a bit skittery as well. I've not streamed in a while, and I'm still trying to work out a few kinks. But yeah, if you have any feedback in the chat or in the comments, then let me know, and it's greatly appreciated. Make sure you like the video if you're new and subscribe if you're new. I prefer doing these kind of pre-match. I mean, if I've got someone on the channel, then I will do the preview a day before. But I actually prefer, if I'm by myself, I prefer doing these pre-match reviews because I can actually react to the starting 11 in real time, as opposed to predicting what we'll do. Raymond Moore, as always, lovely man. Good to see you from Raymond Moore. Long time subscriber to the channel, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hi G, I'm confident we can win this game. The thing is, I think United can win this game as well. I definitely think we can win the game. But I also think that we can lose it badly, especially if we've got to make mistakes. But I think the lack of Maguire, because at the moment Maguire's not starting, Maguire's is injured. So it's, is David De Gea going to mistake? So our fullback's going to be good enough? Is our attack going to be good? That I think that's the key. That's the question that a lot of people are asking right now. So we'll see what happens. Don't think the lineup is out. I'm hoping. I mean, some people saying Ruben Diaz is not starting. So if Ruben Diaz isn't starting, then it'll be Ake and Laporte, which is a bit brickish. If that's the case, Laporte and Ake starting for City, I'm even more confident that United should win this game. Hey, RDS, yeah, sure, man. What I'll do is I'm gonna wait till the starting lineup comes out, and then I'll send a link in the I'll put the stream link in the chat, and then you can come on. Anyone else wants to come on to react to the starting lineups can come on. So I'll just wait till they come out. Let's have a look. Wonder what our lineup is. Yeah, I'm waiting. That's literally what this is. I am waiting. I am waiting for what the official lineup is going to be. But I suspect okay, here's my predicted. I think it's going to be De Gea, Malacia, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, Eriksen, Bruno, and McTominay midfield, and then Rashford, Martial, and Antony. That's my predicted 11. Let me know if I get 100%. That's my predicted 11. Oh, yes, you legend. Oh, thanks, Sebastian, man. Thanks, man. Bath time with Vaughan. Yes, so you know how to explain third man runs? Don't worry if you don't know. So you know how to explain third man runs. Don't worry if you don't know what they are. I don't actually know what they are. Please DM me to explain. That. I would. Please definitely DM me to explain bath time. Have you seen Gary Neville's reaction to the lineup? Well, where is the lineup? Damn it! What's Gary Neville saying? I can't see that. I can't see the official lineup, man. It should be literally coming soon. Man, I'm looking everywhere on Twitter for this lineup, man. But okay. Mixed messages on the lineup for Manchester City. I'll get the lineups in a second. Oh, honest official. Maguire's injured. Yeah, Maguire's injured. Yeah. No Rodri, no Diaz. Yeah, interesting. If that's true, it's interesting. No Rodri, no Diaz. 2 on United. Yeah. No Rodri and Diaz is interesting for City. No Rodri is interesting for City. Oh, people know the concept. Well, if you could explain to me, that'd be great, Vaughan. That'd be great. Coutinho, get ready for a Haaland free piece. Yeah, man. I don't care, even if they're not. Haaland. This is the thing. When City are playing badly, Haaland still is able to ball. So I wouldn't worry about this. I'm gonna get the lineup soon, and I'll get the link out to you guys. Sorry, my computer is just being really, really slow. I need to get a new one. I think Lions are soon. Yeah, they are soon. Coutinho is doing his best. Coutinho's doing his best reverse jinx impression, I think, right now. Shout out to Coutinho, man. Shout out to Coutinho doing his best reverse jinx impression. Right, okay, this has got to be out now. Oh, this computer, man. Let's close Twitter for a second. Yeah, sorry about the lag, guys. Oh, Efac's got it. It's out. Okay. I'll strange. Okay, but Efac's at De Gea, Dallo. What did I say? Varane, Martinez, Malacia, Eriksen, McTominay, Anthony, Fernandez, Sancho, Rashford. Interesting. So the only thing I got wrong was that I actually thought that Martial was available. So basically, it's the same lineup. It's the same lineup that we had before the break. It's literally the exact same lineup. It's the same team against Arsenal. Rashford starts at number 9 position. That is interesting because I thought with Martial being back, that he would potentially start, but we'll see. I will just get it up. I'll screenshot it into the thingy when my computer doesn't sort of run out of 2 seconds, everybody. Should be out. Okay, 1 second. Let's get it out. Where's my lineup? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Let's screen share that now. Right. For those who want to come on, I will post a link in the chat. And hopefully everyone can see that. Right. So as Efac is lovely described beforehand, this is the starting lineup. Switch to that. There we go. So De Gea, Martinez, Fernandez as captain, Rashford, Malacia, Eriksen, Varane, Dallo, Ante, Sancho, McTominay, Heaton, Lindelof, Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Palestri. Interesting. Palestri's on the bench. That's interesting. Elanga, Martial, and Ronaldo. So a lot of attacking. Donny van der Beek, obviously not. It must be still be injured, but a lot of attacking options here. A lot of attacking. You've got 2 midfielders that can clearly change the game in Fred and Casemiro, who you could make an argument should even be starting this game. It was up to me. I play Fred, Casemiro, and Eriksen in the midfield, but this is the team that is doing well so far. So fair enough. It's the same team that won against Arsenal. Fair enough. It is what it is. Palestri coming into the bench is interesting. No sign of Ahmad. I don't know where Ahmad's gone. Elanga obviously on the bench, Martial and Ronaldo. I thought Martial might start, but it's still good that Martial is available. It's still very, very good that Martial is available because I can see what happened against Arsenal, where we played this against Arsenal, and he ended up taking Sancho off and bringing Martial on. Whether that's, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right. For those who want to come on, I'm just going to post a link in the description. So, not in the description, in the chat. So, please, if you want to come on and have your thoughts on the lineup, the StreamYard link is in the chat. Click on the link and come on. Let's have a look at some of his comments. I'm worried about Martinez dealing with Haaland. Yeah, I mean, that's a big thing. A lot of people saying that. I see you in the back, Sebastian. I'll bring you in. But we'll see. He did pocket Haaland against Dortmund when he was playing for Ajax. So that is something. No Ronaldo and Rashford starts. It's the same team against Arsenal. Marsh says Rodri's not there. This is the key. This is a big thing. I'll try and see if I can find a City lineup, but no Rodri and no Diaz for City is going to be interesting. That's definitely going to be interesting. Eddie says, big up our... Yes, good to see Rashford back in. They may do something on the counter-attack now. To be honest, bro, I would have played Rashford on the left and Anthony up top. That's what I would have done. Oh, thanks, Mike. Let me just quickly share that. Right, this is the City lineup, man. Edison, Walker, Akanji. Okay, let me get these guys in here, man. I've just seen that and I'm like, right, okay, I need some help with this. Sebastian, Mike. I'll go to Mike first because obviously you shared the thing. Can you explain the City lineup for me, buddy?
First off, I just want to say prayers up to everybody in Indonesia. That's what I just want to say first. Just a horrific incident what happened yesterday. So prayers up to everybody who was involved with that.
Yep.
I did not know Rodri and Diaz were injured because they literally just played in an international break. So they must have picked up an injury from the game. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think about. But Akanji's actually played very well for Man City. When Akanji's healthy, he's a very talented center back, but he's very injury prone, and that was the thing for him at Dortmund. I think now with Gundogan as CDM, they don't really have let's see what sort of gaps there's going to be between the defense and the midfield, because we know Gundogan wants to press forward, and that's a very attacking lineup for Manchester City. So I think United could be very dangerous in the counterattack. Because let's be real, United are going to play in the counterattack today. They're not going to play 50-50 ball possession. They'll be happily with Rashford, Anthony, Sancho, and Fernandes finding the pass to play on the counterattack. So yeah, I think, look, Rodri and Diaz, those are two big misses.
I mean, and this is, I'm not saying obviously Akanji's a bad defender, but just the fact that with him and Ake starting together, they've not started together. I don't think they started a sense by playing for City before.
No, they haven't.
Starting in the Manchester derby, as you said, no Rodri, Gundogan coming in. I think Gundogan was a good player, and I think when he's coming his help, but he's going to have to be quite disciplined in that, CDM position.
Exactly.
And I don't think he's as disciplined as Sarah Rodri. Obviously, the question is, can Manchester United deal with Erling Haaland? But I think it's a difficult one because you look at the Manchester United bench, and you can have you've got a Casemiro, you've got a Fred who can change things up. You've got a Martial who can potentially come on 70 minutes to basically run the City defense a bit ragged. I'm not saying United are going to win. I still think City are favourites just based on the team they have. But you do have to say that this isn't the strongest City team, if that's a fair comment.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, look, Akanji has just been good, and it's going to be interesting to see then Cancelo versus Anthony. That's going to be a battle to watch out today, because I think this could be a big day for Anthony. I think, and we know Haaland. I mean, look, the guy's a machine. He's an absolute fucking machine, the guy. Yeah. So it's going to be hard for Martinez and Varane to deal with him. It's just a matter of how many goals can you limit Man City to. Obviously, I think you're going to concede today, but it's just about, can you limit them to 1 goal or 2 goals and still win the game or get a draw? I think that's going to be the key for United.
Sebastian, your thoughts on both lineups? I'll just get the Manchester United back up one, but yeah.
I'm really surprised that Casemiro ain't starting, but they might bring him in to possibly take out De Bruyne of the game, basically. So United strong lineup. Martinez versus Haaland again. We know what happened last time.
We do.
Ajax Dortmund.
Sebastian, can you remind people in the chat what happened when Martinez played against Haaland last time? As a Liverpool fan, can you just, because you brought it up, so I just want, can you just remind people on the chat for the community's sake what happened last time?
Haaland was stuck in Martinez's pocket last game they meet. So
oh dear.
Yeah, Anthony versus Cancelo. That's a really, really good one. That's a really good side to watch on. Especially with Sancho versus Walker. That's also a good one.
Because RDS, do you rate Cancelo as a defender? Like, he's very good going forward. Nobody can deny that. But do you rate him as a defender? Obviously, he defends better than Trent. But I'm just saying.
I was gonna say. There's like what are we comparing it to? So
let's say Malacia. Who's a better defender in your opinion?
It's difficult to judge from Malacia because he's only had 3 games, and to be honest, the last game against Arsenal, he did struggle quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays today. I would still put Cancelo probably as a better defender, but that's purely from experience more than anything. But if we're talking about, is he one of the top defenders, top 10 or whatever? Oh, absolutely not. So, but compared to what Manchester United have right now, compared to what Liverpool has right now, peak. He doesn't touch peak Andy Robertson, for example. As a United fan, I can even do that, but unfortunately, Robertson has declined massively this season for some reason. I think that he will be able to do enough today to do with Manchester United. I think. But we're just going to see what happens.
Also, the man on the nice graphic that United did, Mr. McTominay, he has to be disciplined today. He needs to have a big game to nullify De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. So him and Eriksen, the communication has to be key.
McTominay, in fairness to McTominay, when it comes to Derby Day, McTominay does like to show up. McTominay does like to show up when it comes to Derby Day. He does like to show up. What I would say about McTominay, though, is that I think it's Michael Oliver that's the referee. I think it's refereeing the game. I think it's Michael Oliver.
I'll check.
So I know he doesn't like Manchester United, so there is that. Let me just quickly...
Yes, it is.
Let me quickly see some comments quickly. Eddie says, big up RDS, good to see Rashford back in. They maybe just on the counter now. Let's have a look. A few ice bath stuff. I'm thinking a draw, Eddie. McLovin says Rodri is injured. Eddie says Matt, me too. I hope we get a good competitive game. Honestly, United are far from the finish arc, and we are. Yeah. Bathtime says 1-0 win, Matt. One of the worst games I played. Oh, this is him commenting about his football games. Shout out to Bathtime playing football, man. But you won. That's the most important thing, Bathtime. You won. RDS, this levels out the odds. Diaz and Rodri are massive blows. Yeah, no, I agree. Matt's even confident saying, I'm about taking the 3 points Bathtime. RDS, do you mind asking your guests if they know what third man runs are? It's not to embarrass them, it's to see if I need to make a video explaining them. Third man runs?
To put it simply, I think it's like 2 players, they're kind of exchanging passes, and then there's a third man who's making a run off the ball. So it's kind of like a triangle, but it isn't really. The key is that 2 people are in possession, and then there's the third man making a run in behind or finds a pocket of space. So I think that's kind of what a third man run is.
Okay.
For example, what PSG has done this season, like when Messi, Neymar passes and then Mbappe goes forward.
Yeah.
Okay, no, thanks for educating. So I still think you should make that video bath time, so because if I'm honest, I haven't actually heard of the concept until recently. It's about taking the free. Yeah, sorry, and no Laporta. That's their second choice centre back defense. Eddie says, I think De Bruyne and Bernardo are major threats in the midfield. Nullifying them and United may have a chance. Also, shout out to everyone who's watching on Facebook, by the way, man. Thanks, guys. yes, Matt, that defense can be got at. United's front three shouldn't respect them. That is true. Yeah, Cameron Rasmus says, "God, yeah, it's Michael Oliver. Yeah, yes. That's the only guys. That's the only reason why I'm a little bit concerned, especially with McTominay in the midfield, because McTominay can be a liability, and with Michael Oliver likes to make an impression of himself. So I like to think that he should
Well,
hopefully
what
keep
ref
his under
doesn't?
control.
What ref doesn't RDS in the Premier League?
I know.
They think they're Hollywood stars, that they have to be
know.
the center of attention nowadays. My
I know,
God,
I
they don't even know
know.
what refereeing means anymore.
I know it's you want to hope and think that maybe they might do something, but yeah, it's I mean, even yesterday, I mean, Thiago Silva should have got a red card. I don't know what people when we were complaining about that we're talking on HH's channel, the Emerson.
I don't know. I don't get it either.
That was the red card in mine. So that was actually one of the series that they got right, So, but the Thiago Silva, that for me was a definite red card, something goal opportunity, So, I don't know, but fingers crossed he does a good refereeing job today. But so as obviously Liverpool fans and obviously Liverpool, I purposely am not speaking about Liverpool because I know Liverpool in a period of transition. They're in a period of transition, and fingers crossed that they. Because who are they playing in the Champions League?
Rangers on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, Rangers aren't doing that great, so you should. I can't be.
I don't know, RDS. It's England versus Scotland. You know how that goes, RDS.
Mike, I can't be speaking to the weekend saying that Liverpool took an L to Rangers and will be heading towards Europa League. We can't be having that conversation. That's a conversation.
I'm already looking at flights to Cyprus and Azerbaijan. I'm not gonna lie, RDS.
I'm on Dover.
I think we'll be joining you.
Wow, man.
I think Conference League is the more likely, right?
Oh God! Then I'll need to look for flights to Estonia and Gibraltar. Then in that case,
the caveats.
I'm gonna. Liverpool are gonna be playing in stadiums next year where there's the train going by in the background.
What country was that? Was
Slovakia.
It Slovakia?
Yeah, Slovakia.
That was Slovakia. Yeah. So guys, obviously with the how do you see, like, given obviously City's lineup and Manchester United? If United were to win this game, how do you think the Ten Hag should set up, and how do you think United would get the dub over Manchester City here?
I think they just got to do the same thing that they did against Liverpool and Arsenal. Just hit them on the counterattack. Mm-hmm. You have the perfect players to do that, and I think you're gonna do the same thing in this game. I think Ten Hag realizes, okay, we're not at the point where we can play the sort of football I want to play, so I'm gonna adapt to you guys, and we'll slowly build up to that. And especially against Man City, like, why would you want to give these players space? Like Haaland, why would you give him space? Clearly, it's evident when you give this man space, he will punish you. Same thing with Foden, Grealish, Bernardo Silva, or Kevin De Bruyne. So I think the key is you got to nullify that midfield. Let them play out wide. Let them try and get into one-on-one situations, and then hope that Dalot and Malacia can deal with it. Because if you allow that midfield to dictate play, you're screwed. You're just simply screwed, because if you're going to give KDB time to pick out a pass or find Haaland at the back post, it's GG then. So I think that's going to be the key for United. Win the midfield battle, and then obviously Rashford, Antony, and Sancho got to have big games. And also, like, you got to come in with the right mentality. Remember last year when it was 4-1 at Man City, and especially at home as well? Like, you guys didn't even show up.
No, yeah,
so
that was...
Surely the players are going to show up today for you guys, because if they don't, again, that's not great. But there's no Maguire or Shaw, so maybe you have some leaders not this time around.
Damn it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Maguire is injured. I think for a lot of fans, it's not going to be a massive blow if Maguire is not fit for this game. Some people said it was a massive blow, but I think those people were Manchester City fans, like possibly trolling. So but come on, you're not going to change a winning team at the end of the day, and so that's why I understand why he picked the starting 11. This is the starting 11 that have been so successful. There's no reason to drop McTominay or Eriksen or Malacia, even though I would love to see Casemiro starting in Manchester derby, especially with no Rodri as part of that midfield. It would just be interesting. So it'd be interesting to see the substitutions that Ten Hag makes, you could easily put Casemiro and Fred and Martial on. I think you get to make 5 subs still, isn't it? It's still the case.
5
isn't it?
subs. Yep,
Yeah.
5 subs.
So that I think is awesome. That can make a difference. Because I look at the City bench. I know you can scroll.
I'll scroll down
a bit. And who's on the City bench here?
Ortega, Moreno, Carson, Diaz, Laporte, Alvarez, Gomez, Mahrez, Palmer, and Lewis.
Okay, so they have Mahrez and Alvarez who could potentially be threats. I don't doubt that. But you know,
if one of their midfielders get injured, then they're kind of screwed.
Yeah, because they actually have midfield on the bench.
I don't think so, unless Lewis is a midfielder. I don't know who Lewis is, but yeah.
Unless they put Foden or Grealish in that camp.
Yeah.
Because they can
play in the midfield.
Yeah.
Put in Alvarez or Morris. Like this team, everyone
shout out to the man who.
Yeah.
So go on, Pastor.
Everyone can play at each position in this team. Probably, who knows? Ederson can play in the midfield. Who knows? Like he goes to the middle of the pitch at one stage at a match, so he might do it this time, and hopefully it's a red card or something, so he could be suspended for the Liverpool game. Oh god.
Sebastian, don't even talk about Liverpool, please.
No, Liverpool are one of the best teams in Europe. So let's, as historically, currently right now they're just going for a bad patch, but they'll come back. Liverpool will come back. Lucas says, I got 3-2 to United. Well, Arsenal are the team to beat right now. Arsenal is the team to beat. I'm hoping that Liverpool will be able to humble Arsenal at the Emirates. That is what I am hoping. Whether that will come to pass or not, I don't know. But if Liverpool can humble Arsenal, then maybe we can start to see a bit more, of them and come back to like United humbled Arsenal. Liverpool need to humble Arsenal as well and get their season back on track.
This is also going to be a tough game for Malacia. I told you, RDS, before this season that he's a great signing for you guys, and he's proven me right so far, but this is a big, big occasion for him. Still a little bit young, still a little bit inexperienced in these sort of circumstances, but he's going to have a tough day, so he's got to be on his game.
No, I agree. I mean, if this is the game, for me, he was fantastic against Liverpool. Whether that's saying anything or not, I don't know, but I think he was very, very good. It's getting to the point now where you're like, is the reason why Salah is bad because he's still in Malacia's pocket? Is that the reason? Like come out, Salah, come out. Okay, the game is over. It was 3 weeks ago. For goodness sake, man. Your team needs you. So right now you're just kind of, you're suffering from a bad case of what I call ursulitis. Ursulitis, where you sign a new contract and then for some reason you decide to just, vacate the premises, where your technical ability seems to just vacate the premises, So, but
I gotta head out though, RDS. I'll say this.
No problem.
I'll say this though. I think still City will win 3-2. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this game. Yeah. Yes. I just feel like City will be able to create. United will be very dangerous in the counterattack, but I think Haaland will get a 2-piece.
Okay, thank you for your prediction, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Speak to you there. Take care, man. See you in a bit. See you in a bit. Right, Sebastian. And Sebastian, what's your score prediction for this game?
I would have said if Casemiro started, I would have said 3-2 United. But when I see City's lineup, I think it's too strong, and plus they have very good midfield also. But it's not that attacking, so Cancelo, Akanji, those players have to step up really. Now that Michael said 3-2 to City, I'm tempted to go for a 2-2 draw actually.
Really? Okay. What's your rationale based on that? Why a 2-2 draw?
Like City doesn't have a good a CDM, and that's probably gonna. Plus, Man United have fast attacking threat at the front with Sancho, Antony, and Rashford. I feel like Bruno Fernandes could step up this game. If he doesn't, Man United could maybe put Sancho at the cam and maybe put Rashford on left and then bring on Ronaldo. Maybe.
That's possible. What's Eddie saying? Eddie's saying, "Oh, Boo Michael. I think it'll be 2." So Eddie agrees with you. Actually, he thinks it might be 2-2 as well. Nike Ali says, "How was the big screen? What's that? How was the big screen of the match? What do you mean? How was the big screen of the match? I'm not sure what you mean." But I think at the end of the day, like, I think it's to be an even contest, you know. So, and yeah, Matthew says, "I'll be happy with the draw." I think a lot of United, the pressure for me is on Manchester City to win this game, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are at home. They're the ones that are chasing Arsenal, and they're the ones that have a point of view regarding Premier League dominance and also obviously ongoing Champions League dominance. You know, if they lose this game, it's not to say that, you know, this game in itself doesn't really mean anything as it's just as regards to progress. Like, if City win this game, they're still going to be behind Arsenal. If United win this game, they're still not going to be that many points from top 4. So it doesn't mean anything into the overall objectives for both clubs. But what I would say is that if City win in style, it sends a message. And if United win the game, it also sends a message, because it's like, this is a manager who's come into the club just with the players. Yes, he's had some signings, you know, and he's in his first season able to beat Pep Guardiola, who's had a longer time with his players. I think that would definitely be a statement. Is Martial on the bench? Yes, Martial is on the bench. Yeah, if I scroll up, down, you can see Heaton, Lindelof. We've got one keep on the bench for once. Heaton, Lindelof, Shaw, Casemiro, Fred, Pellistri, Elanga, Martial, Ronaldo. So there are a lot of players there that could easily start Manchester United. Shaw could obviously be left back if Man City has any problems. Lindelof is our only centre back on the bench. Casemiro, obviously, as a midfielder. Fred is a midfielder. Pellistri can play on the wing. Elanga can play on the wing. So right wing it is. And obviously Martial is there. Like I say, if it was for me, I would probably, you probably will see Martial come on for Sancho, and then possibly Casemiro come on for possibly for Eriksen. Yes, he might play Casemiro, McTominay, and then Bruno. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Or even Mr. Ronaldo there.
Yes, Ronaldo can come on. Yes, so go on, Seb.
The goal Messi scored yesterday, that was a very, very nice goal. And I think that could push Ronaldo. That could motivate Ronaldo, you know, because of this, you know, best place in the world. And who knows, Ronaldo might score the winner. He'll do this too.
You never know. I don't think he will, because I think his record against Man City is not that great, to be honest. So I'll just quickly stop for 2 seconds. Sorry, I'm still here, guys. I'm going to quickly stop that for 2 seconds. But yeah, I just don't think that that Ronaldo's going to be a lot of use in this game. Shout out to Munzy Talks. Big up Munzy Talks, man. Big up, bro. Big up, man. How you doing? On YouTube and on Twitch, man. Make sure you head over and support those guys, man. Support them. They do a lot of good content on Twitch and on YouTube. We also have a Twitch channel as well, so make sure you hit the link down below and subscribe to our Twitch channel as well, guys. Goes a long way. 3-1 Manchester United, says Munzy Talks, man. Also, remember, guys, we are going to be live match reaction after the game. We are going live for the match reaction, so stay tuned for that. So, Seb, what do you see? Okay, we obviously talked about United, obviously, but how do you think that City will play? And if City win, what do you think the scoreline will be?
City, they have gone all out attacking. I don't know why. But also they have no Rodri. But it's interesting to see what City will do from the start, having no CDM. Because if they go all out, they might be screwed at the back. So
I mean, it definitely is interesting because I would be very, very surprised. You know, I think the way I'm seeing the City's weakness, if you call it a weakness, is that they're starting two centre backs who've not played together before in a big game. Aki and Akanji. Gundogan as a CDM. He has to have a degree. He has to have quite a bit of discipline to be that. Because I know Gundogan, he's a lot better going forward. I would argue he's better than KDB going forward. But in that position, he's got to be disciplined, especially if United are going to go on and bring on the counter attack. Those would be the two areas where I'm like, I'm not entirely sure whether that's going to work. But everything else is fine, and we know that Haaland can ball. All we need is Haaland just to shrug off Martinez and Varane, and then it's a problem for Manchester United, because if Manchester United cannot deal with Varane and Manchester cannot deal with Martinez with either Varane or Martinez or even the other fullbacks, then United could be in a major problems. I don't know what you think.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, you'd agree with that?
Yeah.
Let's just have a quick look. Sorry, guys. Shout out to everyone who's watching, man. So really appreciate it. Make sure that you like the vid. Like the vid if you haven't. Comment and subscribe if you're new. I'm going to try and do a few more streams. Obviously, we're doing the match reaction after this. But yeah, if you could get involved, that I'd greatly appreciate it. Support always goes a long way. Let's have a look. Okay. So it's about half an hour to kick off now, guys. Half an hour to kick off now. The starting lineup obviously has come out. Just as a recap for those who are just tuning in, half an hour before kickoff, De Gea, Martinez, Fernandes, Rashford, Malacia, Eriksen, Varane, Dalot, Anthony, Sancho, McTominay. It's the same team that faced Arsenal and won via some subs, I must confess. But I expect Manchester United to do big things today. I'm not saying that the United should pimp slap City, but when they've got two of their starting centre backs injured and their CDM, you've got to do something. You have to, and I think if I recall, I'll have a look at the Premier League table. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Also, anyone in the chat, guys, if FIFA 23 is good, I don't know whether you got it, Sebastian.
But, yes, it's good. I have it over here on my TV.
Because I've sworn off FIFA, but I thought I might potentially get it because it's the last one that EA are doing. But yeah, I'd sworn off FIFA regardless, So, but it is what it is. Let's have a quick look.
It's really fun. They have cutscenes when you sell a player and the coach walks them out. And then they also have when you sign a player. And also they had these highlights where you can. I really like that one. So you don't have to play the whole match.
This English front three, well, partially English, Foden and Grealish. Grealish playing today freakish. I hope he doesn't score. Yeah, Bernardo Silva, KDB. Yeah, it's quite an all-attacking team. Gundogan. Yeah, I think as far as Pep is concerned, it's like, hey, listen, even if we're going for attacking, we should still be able to smash this Manchester United side. Let's go out. Let's attack first. Let's do our all, and then they'll have to deal with it later. That's the impression I'm getting, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. And obviously, last time you guys went to Etihad, you conceded in the 5th minute. I think it's gonna
bad.
be. I don't see it happening this time, but I think City is gonna score first anyway, because I feel like they're very, very strong at home.
I think personally, I think that United should start on the front foot. It doesn't mean they have to go without attacking, but I think it'd be a bad idea for United to start the game ultra conservative and allow City to have the ball, and then just wait for like 1 or 2 opportunities to counter attack. You know they're good at counter attacking. I just don't think that's a good idea against this City team, because I think they've now. They can still be exposed to counter attack, but I think they're more like aware of it now. So I don't think you can just, because we've seen City break down low blocks before. We've seen City not struggle with that as much, especially with Haaland in the team now. So a part of me is like, okay, yes, United need to do what works for them, but they also need to take into account that other teams will adapt their tactics. You know what I mean? Chainsaw Body, long time no see, man. Long time no see, Chainsaw, man. Long time no see. Where have you been? I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. And Chainsaw's also a member of the channel. So, guys, if you want to be a member and support RDS, please hit that membership button. I hope we're trying to get the membership back stream soon. But hit the membership button and you get some exclusive access to exclusive perks regarding this channel, including emojis and live streams, and also membership-only videos. I'll be actually making my World Cup prediction videos member-only first before revealing them out. So become a member if you are new. Chainsaw says 2-2. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the thing. A draw for me is not a bad result. It's really not. It's not a bad result. A draw at the Etihad is not a bad result, because that's kind of like that's the level you kind of want to be at least. If you're getting spanked 4-5-0, then it's a problem. Will you be doing if United won? Yeah, I mean, whether United win or lose, I'll probably be doing a post match. Whether United win or lose, I'll be doing the home match. One will either be to rant, the other one will be to collate my receipts of certain City fans that were saying that City were going to win the league. And we're going to destroy United in this game, So that's, depending on what happens, you might either see Red Devil Studio or Los Blancos Studio. It really depends. Right, we're only about just over 20 minutes for kickoff, guys. Everyone who's watching, really appreciate it. Make sure that you like the vid, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio if you are new. It does really it does really, really help a lot. But yeah, is there a player on the, as we begin to round things up, Sebastian? Is there a player on the City or United bench that you are surprised isn't starting at all?
Casemiro
for United. Okay.
And I'm surprised that Morris ain't starting, because I felt like he would have started over Grealish, and then on the left, probably Foden.
Oh wait, as in Foden's a surprise of starting or not?
Grealish is a surprise that he's starting, because I felt like Morris were gonna start for Grealish, and then Morris like on the right as he always do, and then Foden on the left.
I think Morris appears to be a fallen out of favour. It's a bit weird. New job started. Oh yes, I see. Let me know about it, how it's going. Because you did mention a bit briefly. So let me know how it's going. Chain. So I missed you on the streams, man. P and Philip says McFred partnership slowly getting faded away. Yeah, that's the McFred partnership is gone now. It's gone. It's gone. You know, you're either going to have McTominay. You have multiple. You're going to have McTominay and Ericsson, or McTominay and Casemiro, or Fred and Casemiro, or Fred and Ericsson. Yeah, we're just not gonna. We're not playing a direct holding two. I guess I think that's the key thing, really. United aren't playing. You know, Ericsson is gonna go a bit more forward and create, as opposed to Fred and McTominay, who were very, very static. And when Fred did go up, like, he didn't really create anything because his technique was not good. You know, so but you know we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't think that I don't think that pairing is coming back anytime soon. Thank God. Just like I hope that Lindelof and Pat is not coming back anytime soon either. Yeah. So go on, Sutton.
Unless there's a League Cup game or FA Cup game where you're playing against like a National League side or League Two, but not against the big teams, because that's not good.
Even the championship sides, I'd be like, maybe you shouldn't do that. Like, some of these championship sides are good, so yeah, just allow it, you know. So, but it is what it is, you know. So McTominay has shown, and this is the difference between McTominay and Maguire, is that McTominay has shown, despite receiving a lot of abuse for his performances for Scotland and for Manchester United, he never believed in himself. And as soon as a coach came along that found potential in him and coached him, he's improved, and there's a reason why he's starting. He's got a reason to start here. Whereas, other managers, haven't been able to get the best out of him, but have still played him anyway. So it just is. It's a bit weird. The whole thing is a bit weird. But fingers crossed, United go on and have a brilliant game. That's the most important thing. Can United go on and win this game? I think final thoughts, last 5 minutes before we round up, because about 10-15 minutes towards kickoff. Sebastian, what are the implications if City win this game or if United win this game? Or does this game have any implications at all?
I think if United win this game, people should really be a little bit worried. Not like hugely worried, because we know what big teams can do versus these kind of smaller teams in the Prem. Like, obviously City, if they win their first, I believe, just Arsenal is like 2 points ahead or something. And also, I think City is still, no matter what happens, I feel like they are too strong to not win the league. But it's interesting what could happen with Haaland this game. Could he score another game? That's interesting. Do we know he always scores? I think every game he has played, if I'm not mistaken, this year, for both Norway and he didn't score versus Serbia.
No, he didn't. Yes. And he didn't score in did Haaland hasn't scored in every single Premier League game this season, has he though? Did he score?
Yeah,
Which game did he not score against?
He scored versus. He scored the first 4, I believe.
Okay. He scored against Villa, I think, didn't he? What's his goal against Villa?
He scored versus West Ham. He scored versus. Oh, he didn't score versus Bournemouth. Versus Newcastle he scored.
Yeah, that was it. I was going to say, was it against Villa? But no, he didn't. Yeah.
Palace, Forest, he scored. He scored versus Then he obviously scored versus Sevilla and Dortmund.
Well, at the end of the day, this is the worry, you know, so that Haaland will score regardless. He will, you know. So, but yeah, well, guess we'll see what happens, guys. Guys, I'm going to round things up because the game is literally about to sort of build up to starting. Thank you guys so much for those who got involved in the pre-match stream. Really, really appreciate it. Let me know if you want more of these. We will be live again for the match reaction post-game. Thank you, Sebastian, for coming on. Remember, guys, if you use the channel to like, share, and subscribe to Red Devil Studio, follow us on Twitch and X, smash the notification button, plays Manchester United news. Have a nice day, everyone, and cheers. Peace.